Hey there, welcome to Playful Pilates. Today we are going to do a side lying sequence. So I'm going to have you start with your elbow underneath your shoulder. And we have both knees bent in front of us, and we're just going to sink into the waist. So I call this your sipping a glass of wine by the fireplace pose. All right, so we're starting just relaxed here. You're going to engage your waist and just rock your hips. So there's nothing lifting in terms of weight off the ground, but we're just rocking and moving those hips sideways and back and side and back. Now, of course, your navel is pulled into your spine and your pelvic floor is lifted up. Now, I'm going to come to two long sides of my waist, making sure that the elbow is right underneath my shoulder. I'm lifting the hips off, just directly up and down. So I'm using now my shoulder girdle along the lats into the waist muscles and also the hip of the bottom leg. And up and down and lift and lower and lift and lower. Now, keeping that lower waist engaged, go ahead and lie down on the ground and stretch your top leg as long away from you as you can. We're going to go into boxes here. Keeping the leg parallel, we go forward, lift it up, move it back, bring it down. Again, front, lift, back, and down. While I'm doing this, I'm keeping that waist that I just worked off the floor, engaged into my spine, and now reverse the box. Go up. You want to stop in each of these corners. Find that tension in between each corner. Up, stop. The lower leg is as steady as it can be. The neck is long. The jaw is relaxed. Down, and now we're going into kicks front. Now, this is a bit more challenging. You sweep the leg and kick it 2 times to the front. You point and you go a little bit to the back. Now, it's very challenging because the pelvis should not move as you go back. So the weight needs to stay right in the center, and you can use this arm to support that stability. And back, and front, and front, and back, and back. We're going to come front and stay here and do lifts in the parallel forward of the body. Now you feel this is getting pretty toasty here. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Move it slightly back. 1. Still in a diagonal. Now it's getting quite very toasty. And 4. Keep that lower waist off. Lengthen the neck. No extra tension here. 2. And now in line with the body for 8 and 7. Press that heel away. Good. And reach. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Point the foot. Turn the leg out. Circle into rond de jambes. Circling through the corners of the box that we worked on before. And I'm shaking here. I imagine you are too. 4 and change the direction. Bring that heel forward. And 2 and 3 and 4, and now lower in front and give yourself some nice spanky thanky. Yeah, whack it out a bit. Good. We're going to bring both knees in front. The lower arm extends and sweep yourself into a twist. Relax and look away from your legs. If you'd like, you can stretch that top leg and increase the twist with a deep exhale, lowering the shoulders down. Good. Coming back to bend the knees, returning the arm forward and using your hands to come on up. Okay, let's start the second side. So move those legs over, adjust yourself to bring the elbow under the shoulder. What are we having? Martini, I'll say. And we start with the hips shifting towards the heel and away. Just doing this rocking, undulating the spine in a way that it doesn't usually undulate. We don't go sideways like this. We go front and back a lot, but this is a great way to increase the mobility of the spine and to prepare it for lifting the hips up. So we have two long sides of the waist, elbow under the shoulder, and lift and lower those hips. Keeping the neck relaxed. If you need extra support, just bring those fingers down. Another 4, tummy up and in, pelvic floor lifted, and 2, and 1, keeping this waist engaged. Lower yourself down and extend the top leg. Let's box it out. 1, 2, lower and back. Lift to the front, lower and back. If you want to touch what's working, go ahead and bring your hand here. Sometimes feeling is believing, and always feeling is believing. And let's reverse that. Go front, keeping the leg parallel, trying to keep those hips nice and steady. Front, lift up, move back, and down. Twice more. How about that waist? Back and down and front, up, back. Here we go into the pumps forward. Kick 1 and 2. Point slightly back. That's the challenge there. 1 and 2. Not to roll your hips forward. Keep them nice and steady. 1. How's the neck? How's the jaw? And back. How's the tummy? How's the waist? And stretch it front and sweep it back. Stretch it front and stay. Lower and lift for 8 and 7. And you'll feel that the first leg down here is still burning because it's also suspending itself in parallel to support the working leg, right? So fun. Revert, bring it back a little bit and lift up for 8, 7. Good. Keep that leg long. Keep the waist lifted. Open as much as you can through the shoulder. Woo! And in line with your spine. 8, 7. Squeeze that leg as long as you can. And 4. We're almost there. 3. We have 4 rond de jambes in each direction. Point your foot. Turn it out. Here we go for 4. Oh, baby. And 3. Good. And 2. And 1. I'm schwitzing and dripping. Oh, 1. There we go. And heel forward. Lift the waist. Yes, we can. And this is the last one. Oh, good. And bang it out. Boom. Yeah, baby. Okay. And now bringing both knees in front, release that forward arm and sweep. If you'd like the extra stretch, take that top foot in the hands and enjoy that torsion away. And we slowly return. Close the arms. Come on up. You did it. Side lying series. Waist, hips, bam.